on Twitch, and we are getting YouTube started off here in just a little bit. If you're in and around the area, hopefully you've had a chance to get out and take a look around, because we've had a spectacular sunset tonight. Skies clearing, a few more clouds off into the distance, but otherwise, again, some pretty nice conditions out there for this evening. It's still a little bit on the humid side, but we will be looking for more potential of some drier weather into the course of the next couple of days. Chinese space station should have already risen, and by this time frame should be almost ready to set in the opposite side of where the cameras are pointing for tonight for the sunset. Beautiful conditions out there. The stars upwards of around Leo the Lion, Regulus, I believe, that bright star at the top. And again, beautiful sunset conditions across much of the area. Been a perfect evening, getting rid of the clouds and the rainfall, and going to be seeing some dry conditions into the course of the next couple of days, and then we see the potential of some more showers and thunderstorms taking place, but otherwise not doing too bad. Patriot Concrete camera from the News 12 studios right across Broad Street, looking at the north flank of Lookout Mountain. Usually we don't get too late of sunsets on here. We're getting to that point of the year where we're getting a lot more daylight. We're almost 14 and a half hours of daylight these days. Not seeing anything in the way of major problems for the forecast into the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. This is Weather Overtime. If you've never been here before, welcome to the show. We're keeping an eye on what's going on with the forecast for you on Twitch and YouTube. So if you'd like to see a little bit more about what's going on, please pass this along to your friends and anybody else online. We'd love to be able to have you stop by, ask questions. Thanks to all the new subscribers on Twitch. Nice to be able to have everybody checking in out there to see what is going on. Glad to have you along regardless of what platform you're on, so thanks a lot for stopping by. We'll take a look at the pictures coming up again in just a little bit, see if we see anything out there really nice. For right now, again, it's been a beautiful day overall. Temperatures right about exactly where they should be for this time of the year. We're back into the mid-80s, very close to normal today. Record high, missed that by about 12 degrees, thankfully. That was last set back in 1977. 69 the low, 49 the record low, last set back in 1946. No rain today. We're behind for the year by a quarter of an inch, give or take, and we're ahead for the month by about a tenth of an inch, so not doing too bad out there. We're going to have to cut short our netcast for tonight because of the fact that we do some recording here in the studio that happens at about 10 o'clock Eastern time, so we've only got about 10 minutes left here for tonight. That's about all the time we've got for this evening. Very pleasant temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Comfortable, not seeing anything in the way of temperatures that are too hot across the area, but that heat out west is going to be giving us some problems probably next week. What are we talking about? Well, we'll let you know on that in a little bit, but otherwise temperatures much warmer, well back to our west. We do have, again, what's left of that front sitting just southeast of the News 12 viewing area. This is the area we cover: southeast Tennessee, northwest Georgia, northeast Alabama, and western areas of North Carolina. That's the News 12 viewing area. Now, through the rest of the next couple of days, we've got some areas of high pressure, kind of like a conveyor belt here. Air around high pressure rotates clockwise, so as this air comes on down and pushes that front and that tropical moisture away, this air is almost being circulated right off the Northwest Territories down our direction, and that is going to keep us very nice for a while. But then that area of high pressure starts working against us as we go into tonight. Very nice. I would not be surprised to see some patchy fog out there. Very moisture rich ground and colder temperatures, cooler at least, high 50s to low 60s. Again, if that comes close to the dew point temperatures overnight, I would not be surprised to see some fog. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon not doing too bad, back in the high 70s to lower to mid 80s. And then Saturday, the first part of that area of high pressure scoots on down, covering much of the southeastern United States. Wind still coming in from the north-northwest until we get into Saturday night. Then that area of high pressure starts working against us, pushing more moisture up our way, and then storm system number 2 advances in. So we're looking at more potential of showers and thunderstorms as we go into Sunday, and that will continue right on in through Sunday night and into Monday morning and into most of Monday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms as that front pushes on down to the south. Now, where there is a decent amount of sunshine, it looks like temperatures are going to be very much on the hotter side down into portions of Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi. So we could be looking at a decent upturn on the temperatures into the next couple of days. We should stay pretty mild here, but then in the next several days after that, we're going to be watching very carefully, because looking all the way out to the west, from Texas all the way over to California and Nevada, we've got numerous, well, not so much Texas anymore, but a lot of heat advisories taking place out here. That dome of heat is going to be slowly making its way across the country, and that might be affecting our weather into next week. Now, for the next few days, early to mid-June, things stay relatively right about smack on normal. It's off to the west where we're seeing that heat dome persist, and that's where the really hot temperatures are going to be, from Minnesota down to the Four Corners area. That is where we could see the hottest of the hot, and we might be seeing more of the problems like that heading our direction. So for the next couple of days, if you'd like to see more of our webcams, go to the EPB Fiber Optics WeatherCam Network on our website, wdef.com/weather, to catch all 7 webcams there. Friday looks good and dry, very much on the mild side. Temperatures again just above to just below normal for the next several days. Remember, we're in early to mid-June, going into the first couple of weeks of June. We could be roasting right about now. We're not going to be, thanks to, again, those mild temperatures. Now, there are signs as we go past this forecast toward next Friday, Flag Day. There is a potential we could be looking at the possibility of maybe some hotter weather coming on through. That is where we could see the potential hotter conditions coming on through by about next weekend, maybe numbers back around 90. Doesn't look like anything much farther than that, but once again, that is something we really do need to watch out for. So stay tuned for more on that, and we'll keep you updated on the forecast. Isolated showers and thunderstorms return to the area as we go towards Sunday into Monday, and then we see another chance of maybe some showers Tuesday into Wednesday. So for right now, not seeing a huge amount of problems into the weekend. Saturday night, Sunday, and into Monday, scattered showers and thunderstorms possible, and then maybe some showers ending things up as we get closer to around Tuesday and Wednesday. So that is going to be the best potential of rainfall. It's not much, but we do get into this period of time from roughly June through about October, where it becomes the kind of call them unofficial summer doldrums, to where we get less activity in the way of showers or thunderstorms and more activity in the way of hotter conditions, drier conditions as we go into that period of time. So we'll get a few showers and thunderstorms possible, but not seeing a lot of major activity. And then it looks like it dries out toward Thursday of next week, and that is where we get the potential of those showers and thunderstorms to leave. More sunshine, more heat. That heat starts making its way in from out west. That is where we may see the potential of some more problems out that direction. Coming up this weekend, June the 8th, is World Oceans Day. It's a time set aside to think about what all of us can do for our environment and protecting our planet from any more damage that we've been causing it as humans. So if you'd like to know more, UN for the United Nations Environment Program, UNWorldOceansDay.org, if you'd like to find out more about what to expect out there and how you and I can do a whole bunch more unique and interesting things to help save our planet from the damage that we've caused it so far. Thanks a lot to News 12 viewer Debbie Pendley from Ringgold, Georgia. Beautiful view of, I believe, City Hall around Ringgold, with Memorial Day decorations out under a partly cloudy sky. Thank you very much, Ms. Pendley, for that. Thanks to everybody for sending in some great pictures. If you've got pictures, send them to us, pictures@wdef.com. Drop them to our social media channels, or go to our main website, wdef.com/photos. and that way you can submit your picture and see what everybody else has been turning in for the Langley Roofing Weather Window Picture of the Day. Great opportunity to again see more about what other folks are seeing out there. Thanks to everybody for some marvelous photography over the course of the last several days, weeks, and months. Really great to be able to see that out there. All right, our weather poll question of the day brought to you by friendinroofing.com. Tonight's question regarding at what point in time when a tropical cyclone, no matter where it is, but mostly in the Atlantic and the East Pacific, when it finally gets a well-defined center, that is called the gotcha moment, the center definition, the vortex fix, or target acquisition. News 12's Andrew Harrison voted for the vortex fix. Kay Blevins voted for center definition, and that was the correct answer, and that is what 13% of you got on there. If you'd like to see the poll, again, go to wdef.com/vote now, or you can use the QR code on your screen to find out more. There's more polls out there, news, sports, weather, a whole bunch of stuff. You can make your opinions known. If you'd like to see more, again, wdef.com/vote now for more on that. And thanks to everybody who voted in the poll. 6 days into hurricane season, and so far we have nothing going on. If we make it to July 1st, that will be the, I believe, third or fourth longest amount of time that we have not gotten a named storm. Now, that's going to be rare, but it is possible, according to what I've seen on several social media pages from climatologists and meteorologists who study that sort of thing. But right now, Eastern Pacific and areas of the Western Atlantic, Gulf, and Caribbean, not showing anything developing at this time. If you haven't heard, by now, we are seeing again the potential for what could be a record-breaking busy season. And here's part of the problem. Southern Gulf around the Bay of Campeche, over into the Straits of Cuba, Caribbean, and the Atlantic, right around the Loop Current and the Gulf Current. This is where we're picking up, again, a ton of a bunch of problems where it comes to anything in the way of the sea surface temperatures being way too warm. Any storm that wanders over this area, any disturbance that manages to get over this area is more than likely going to be increasing in size, strength, and coverage in a very short amount of time. It's called RI, rapid intensification, and if it hits this bathtub warm water, this is rocket fuel for any of those storms that develop. So we could be seeing a lot of problems very quickly, so please keep that in mind if you're traveling anywhere down to the tropics and anywhere having to do with the ocean surface. Please keep an eye on what's going on with the weather. We want to make certain that everybody is paying attention to what may be happening in the semi-near future, and a good opportunity again to do that. Keep it tuned to News 12, and we'll keep you advised as to what may be heading our direction. But for right now, things are decently quiet. Still haven't seen anything develop in the last several days, so good news on that. Several of you have emailed wanting to know what's going on with the next meteor shower. The next big one is the Southern Delta Aquarids. That does not really begin until July 18th and continues until August 21st, the peak of which will be the night of July 20th to 29th to 30th of this year. Look right below the constellation of Pegasus, and that is where you should see the radiant coming out of. The moon will be about 1/3 full, so with 25 meteors per hour, that's about one meteor every other couple of minutes. They're not expected to be that bright, but that is going to be the next event coming up of any notice where it comes to anything involving meteor showers. The summertime is really pretty quiet. When you start getting toward August, the Perseids start picking up, and that is where we could see a very good sky show. We'll let you know more about that as we go into the course of the next several days and weeks. All right, the time is just about 10 o'clock. Remember, if you would like to see anything more about what I've been talking about here, please go to my social media pages. I'm not on Facebook because they've locked me out. Again, I got hacked at some point in time, so they won't let me back in. But I am on all of these other social media sites if you'd like to check in. Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, chess.com, lichess.org, Mastodon, Counter Social, Tumblr, and of course YouTube. So if you have the opportunity to look me up on any of those websites, please do. I'm not on Post anymore because Post Social packed it up at the end of the month, so there's little, if anything, going on for anything involving post anymore, so that's nice to be able to know about for now. That should do it for tonight. Time is 10 o'clock, and we have to cede the studio to News 12's Andrew Harrison, who's going to be coming in here and taping some stuff, so keep it tuned to News 12 for News 12 at 11 tonight. Chip Chapman has your forecast bright and early tomorrow morning, and of course I'll have more on weather overtime coming up Friday evening to get you into the weekend. So live and direct for Thursday, June the 6th. Thanks to all the veterans of D-Day and all veterans everywhere for your service. Again, this is News 12 Chief Meteorologist Austin Onyx signing off for Weather Overtime. Stay tuned for more with News 12 on air and online, and we'll see you again.